This is a preview of my book, Loving Topaz. My name is Eugene Ballou. I'm 16 years old and a junior at Solitz High School. Now, my close friends actually call me Topaz, and I'll explain to you why in a moment. I am the youngest of three. I have a 19-year-old sister named Tryanne and an 18-year-old brother named Edward. My mom is a pretty cool chick. She's 32, and her name is Teresa. My mom is kind of fly. She's built really cute, and a lot of folks think she's our sister. My sister really hates that, almost as much as she hates me, if that's even possible. Tryanne is interesting. She has her own place, so I don't see her much. We have never really gotten along. She thinks I'm weird and an embarrassment to her, so she has always been kind of mean to me. So recently, I stopped taking Tryanne's crap, and I started speaking up for myself. So we really just don't talk. My mom gets mad at us for this, but what can I do? I'm gay, and it is what it is. I'm sorry old girl don't like it. She has ripped me to shreds about this for as long as I can remember. She used to call me faggot and sissy when I didn't even know what that was. I've learned not to care what she thinks. A lot of times, I really think she is just a little jealous. My sis is a bit self-centered. Her and my mom can't seem to get along either. It's like she thinks she's always right. No matter what mom says about anything, it's a guarantee that Tryanne will always disagree. My mom says it's because they kind of grew up together. You see, mom's only 13 years older than Tryanne. But whatever. I just think that Tryanne is disrespectful and evil. And speaking of evil, is my total opposite sibling, Edward. We are really two different sides of the street. Where I am smaller and more petite, he is muscular and stands about 6'1" tall. I am fun and tend to smile a lot. Ed doesn't say much and is very standoffish. Really thugged out, if you will. Ed sells drugs and lives a dangerous type of life. He has been out of the house since he was 15. Mom told him to go and live with his dad, since he acts like that group of vultures. Yes, the three of us have different fathers. Like I said, my mom is young and fly, but she has always done right by me and my siblings. When she put Ed out of the house, she cried for days. I could hear her sobbing through the walls whenever she was alone in her room. She told him that no child of hers was going to jeopardize the life and the lifestyle that she has worked so hard to create for us here. Ed is hard-headed, though. He likes the fast money and stuff that his lifestyle brings, and the other side of his family is really into that life. His own dad is the one who turned him on to the lifestyle. My mom has an idea that this is how it all got started, but she doesn't have any proof of it. But either way, she really hates Ed's pops. They really don't talk at all. That is really kind of the way Mom is. When she is done with you, she is done. There is no going back. The only person I've ever known her to forgive for hurting her is Tryanne. Mom bends over backwards to get along with her and to keep a somewhat healthy relationship with my evil-ass sister. It's really sad, and it kind of makes me mad because Tryanne uses Mom up when she needs something, and then at other times she acts like Mom is her worst enemy. Oh, wow. How could I forget? There is one more person that Mom seems to always give second chances to. Waleed. Waleed Jesper is Mom's 27-year-old boyfriend. They've been kicking it for about a year and a half now. My brother Ed doesn't like Waleed being around at all. He says that nigga ain't all that he say he is. Ed doesn't want him with Mom at all. Tryanne says that Mom needs to grow up and find a man her own age. Again, I swear that girl is just jealous. She doesn't have a man of her own, her age or otherwise. I don't have any problems with Waleed. I think he is really cool. He lives in the house with me and Mom, and he is always really nice to me. Waleed's been living in the house with us for the last 9 months or so. I never made any type of gay slurs or said any rude comments about my walk or clothing choices. He always says stuff like, "You gotta be you, baby boy." And he always tells me how important it is for me to be comfortable with myself. The crazy thing is, Waleed is the one that named me Topaz. I liked it and it just stuck. My mom doesn't know that. He said we'll keep it between us so as not to piss mom off. She says she's cool about my sexuality, but sometimes I'm not so sure. Anyway, Waleed said, all the girls in your family have names that begin with a T, and you should too. He continued on explaining to me that he thinks that Topaz is the most beautiful and precious thing that he has ever seen, and he feels that the name fits. So that's where I got my nickname from. Yet I've never told anyone. Whenever mom's in the house, Wally calls me baby boy, but whenever no one else is around, he calls me Topaz, or T for short. Chapter 2. Trian sets it off. Jean, 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 Eugene Ballou. I heard my mom calling and getting louder and louder. I slowly roll over and see my digital clock glaring 7:32 a.m. Gosh, is she serious? Just then my door begins to open slowly and I start to see a head of dreads peeking through the opening and I hear baby boy. I tried to act like I didn't hear him. A few seconds passed and he said, Topaz, don't play. I know you hear me. Get up. Your mom's calling you. I raised my head up a little and said, Waleed, it's too early. He chuckled and said, I know, but you know how she is. Get your little ass up before she bring her loud ass up here. Let's go, T. We got a lot of work to do before these folks start showing up. With a wink of his eye, the dread started to disappear from my view, and the door began to close slowly. I lay there for another 5 minutes before I arose. I was excited, thinking this is the first time I will have friends of mine come over for a family cookout. It put a smile on my face just thinking about it. For the first time, I could spend my time in conversations and interactions that truly involved me. This is going to be fun. Once I was fully dressed, I was ready to roll. I stood in front of my full-length mirror that hangs on the back of my bedroom door and took in my outfit. I was pleased with it. I was wearing a shirt that my friend Mike had made. He was an aspiring designer. The mesh sleeveless tank was very fitted and cut off just above my navel, and the fabric looked like an American flag. It was perfect. It showed off my new belly button piercing, which was adorned with a miniature flag. I had a dark blue pair of True Religion jeans that were loose at my waist and kind of laid right at my hip line. And of course, I had a new pair of red, white, and blue Nikes. I looked hot. As I backed up from the mirror, pleased with my vision, I said to myself, Happy 4th of July. As I declined the stairs, I could hear my mom in the kitchen talking to Waleed. Where is that boy? He better get his ass down here. I need him to mix this potato salad and season this chicken for the grill. Waleed snickered and replied, Come on, bae. You know damn well baby boy ain't fucking with that raw chicken and shit when he gets his stuff all hooked up. Mom sneered. Huh, his pretty ass better go and change then, 'cause his ass is cooking this morning. At that moment, I hit the bin and stuck my head in the kitchen. Mom threw me a quick little smug look, and as I came into full view, she froze for a moment and said, Boy, what the hell is that? I said, What? That shit on your stomach. I know it better not be real, she blurted as she flopped into one of the kitchen chairs. It is, Ma. What's wrong with that? I paused and looked in her eyes. They were blank and just a little confused. The awkward silence was broken by the deep chuckle coming from the now visibly entertained Waleed. What's up, Tree? Let that boy do his thing. He ain't hurting nobody. My mom snapped at him. It just ain't necessary, that's all. What ain't necessary, bae? What is he doing? Y'all be tripping, man. Y'all need to leave that boy alone. Now, standing in front of my mom and visibly irritated was Waleed's toned 6'3" Adonis-like body. I just watched as my mom's demeanor faded like a patch of fog as she purred. You're right, boo. I'm tripping. Jean, go on and change them clothes so you can help me cook. Waleed looked over at me and winked. And though I felt a bit attacked by Mom, knowing Waleed had my back made the sting of it all fade quickly. As I cut out of the kitchen and went back around the bend to go back upstairs, I seen my mom grab the waistband on Wally's denim shorts, which made the top button pop open, which loosened them enough that they came down a bit, exposing his pubic region. He grabbed the waistband and said, "Chill, stop playing, Tree." Mom chuckled and cooed. I thought to myself, yuck. And does that boy ever wear underwear? That's like his trademark, just running around going commando. He mostly wears sweats or basketball shorts, which basically exposes all his business. And he's got plenty of business to be seen. I guess that's where all Mom's cooing and purring stems from. Just a mess. I hope you've enjoyed this intro to the book, and if you'd like to follow the story, by all means, go to www.lovingtopaz.com. You can purchase a copy there, or you can actually go to www.amazon.com, and you can actually look it up there, and it's also available on Kindle there as well. The last name is spelled Colwell. First name is James, and the title is Loving Topaz. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for your support. Take care now.